Obviously, we have had to deal with some flash flooding throughout the week, some dangerous situations, still potential for some rain. Are we still looking at those flash flood conditions?
Something that we'll likely see in the burn scars, but I think each day for at least the next few days will be a little bit warmer, a little bit drier for most, but not all locations, so more on that just a bit. We had sunshine, clouds, rain, and rainbows yesterday around the crest. Looking toward the Estancia Valley, you can see this vibrant rainbow and some hints of pinks and oranges around sunset yesterday, and we're getting closer to sunrise. We're still under night vision with this latest look at the Estancia Valley from the Sandia Crest 10-3 restaurant. Plenty of clouds out there, signifying still plenty of moisture and plenty of thunderstorms formed yesterday. They've since moved off to the east and dissipated into West Texas. A lot of those storms formed around Ruidoso, and a lot of flooding reports around the area. Some leftover showers in Gallup, as well as in parts of the Four Corners near Farmington and in the San Juan Mountains. Light rain showers near Corona, signifying a kind of very damp air mass to start off this morning. We're sitting at an air temperature 63 in Santa Rosa and Ruidoso, 61 Santa Fe, now 71 at the Sunport, 69 in Farmington, a warmer start compared to Durango, 56, 49 in Alamosa, a cooler start compared to yesterday morning, 74 in Roswell, and 76 at Alamogordo, and 73 in Deming. It's going to be a wet day for you guys. Before then, reaching the upper 80s and lower 90s, a slightly cooler afternoon. Lower 90s in Albuquerque, right around 92, 93, similar compared to what we saw yesterday. Meanwhile, Clovis in the lower 90s to southeast New Mexico, mostly rain-free for most of the day. Near 90 in Tucumcari, meanwhile, high 70s, low 80s from Las Vegas and Mora. Capilene and Raton, and in around the Ruidoso area because of a good chance of flooding thunderstorms. Our monsoon meter today, a 7 out of 10 with storms heavier, especially to the south-southwest today. Flash flooding is likely not only around Ruidoso and even still possible to likely around the Hermit's Peak Calf Canyon area, but even more likely today around the Trout Fire burn scar. That flash flood watch is just confined for the Ruidoso area later today. Turn around, don't drown, avoid flooded roadways, and listen to emergency management and local officials to make sure that you're staying safe out there. The storms will form a little bit later compared to yesterday, but still around lunchtime to afterwards in the Ruidoso area from Telerosa, Mescalero, and the Mescalero Apache Reservation area. We have to watch out for slow-moving storms to the start, as well as more storms popping up near Silver City and the Trout Fire burn scar, that Las Vegas and more area. Very few storms in the northern western mountains today, and drier today in around the Santa Rosa area to Union County, but there will be some reports of probably some flooding around the east slopes of the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, especially in the Gila National Forest. Some of the storms around the afternoon commute getting closer to Albuquerque and dissipating around midnight, but leftover showers and storms from Magdalena, Socorro, all the way to Deming and Silver City. It's going to be a wet one today. Now, if you guys are going to be attending the Isotopes games throughout today, tomorrow, and Sunday, well, watch out for storms. Of course, a softball games before today's game at 6:35. So whether you're coming in a couple hours before or just before the games for Saturday and Sunday, watch out for storms. A bit breezy on Sunday with temperatures in the mid to upper 80s for a 6:05 start. And then a high pressure will start to move back closer to West Texas, pushing that moisture aloft farther to the northwest. Still lingering chances of rain, but fewer and farther between the storms will be, as in Durango, high 80s in the short term, lows in the 50s, high 70s, low 80s from Pagosa Springs, Alamosa, and Wolf Creek, high 80s, low 90s in Cortez, Gallup, Cortez, and all the way from Chinle to Grants, temperatures in the upper 80s, low 90s with better storm chances today in Camano to Demi and Silver City. So when thunder roars, go indoors, and again, turn around, don't drown, avoid flooded roadways and low-lying areas, especially around Ruidoso and Cloudcroft, high 60s and 70s today. 90s in southeast New Mexico with fewer storms today. Tucumcari, Mora, lower chance for flash flooding today, but still that threat exists. More chances of rain this weekend. From the northern mountains to Santa Fe, a bit of a muggy day with some storms mostly in the higher elevations. Santa Fe, we can't rule out some flooding nearby. Moriarty, Cedar Crest, and Tijeras. Sunshine, clouds, rain, and rainbows, once again, like we saw yesterday from the north to south valley of Albuquerque in the low to mid-90s, occasionally a little bit breezy. Now, more of a westerly wind on Sunday as we start to heat up and dry out temporarily on Monday before more chances of rain by next week.
Well, I am a big fan of the afternoon rains coming in, or at least the clouds coming in, even if they don't drop, because it lowers those temperatures to the lower 90s.
And even if storms form nearby, that can kick up the winds and that can cool things off as well. So it's summertime, the heat and the rain all at once sometimes.
There you go. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it.